Hello, everybody, and welcome into another edition of Steve Sarkisian Speaks. Talking about the press conference today, and it was an interesting one. We'll jump right into it. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe down below, and let's jump into it. So, first thing that stood out to me, because I've been calling for it for about a year now. I've been early on this, guys. You can go back and look at my other videos. I thought Steve Sarkisian should give up play calling duties. Number one, no head coach / offensive coordinator has won a national championship since Jimbo Fisher. Guys, that was a long time ago. One, he had a Heisman winning quarterback. Number two, NIL, all this portal stuff did not exist. And number three, that is a lot to put on someone's plate for all of that. And you're not going to be able to put as much play calling duties as you should on your own plate, on your own plate if you want to win a national championship. We saw this with Ohio State. Ryan Day gives up play calling duties. They win a national championship. They look like the clear number one team in the country to me. They could win it again. So that'd be back-to-back years. You give up your play calling duties, you win a national championship. I think the proof is in the pudding. He said he's not going to do it. He said, I was hired on at Texas because of the play calling. I have not thought about it. I'm not going to do it. I do agree. I don't think he should do it in this year. It would make no sense. I don't trust Kyle Flood. I don't trust AJ Milwee. There's no one on staff I trust to call plays for this team. So I completely agree. As of this moment, Steve Sarkisian should be the play caller. Next year, he should not be the play caller. We have to move on. Here's a stat for you guys. Since Steve Sarkisian was hired on, so that is 5 years worth of data in yards per game, points per game, yards per play, rush yards per play, total rush yards, pass yards total, pass yards per attempt, third down percentage, and red zone scoring. That's a lot of statistics right there. Steve Sarkisian has had one top 10 statistical season between all those categories, one since he's been here. That is not good enough. If you look at the past data, guys, you will see Georgia and Ohio State littered in the top 10 throughout those years. Those are the teams that have won national championships and been consistently great. He has to give them up. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. We have a ceiling on this program until he decides to give up play calling duties. Until that happens, this team's not winning a national championship. I made a bet on Twitter yesterday, a $1,000 bet, that we will not win a championship with Steve Sarkisian as the head coach and play caller. I think we can with him as a head coach. If he gives up the play calling duties, I'm 100% in on winning a national championship, and I think we can win multiple that way. We are not winning a national championship with Steve Sarkisian as the head coach / offense coordinator. It's not happening. I will say this. I give him credit for this. I've seen a lot of head coaches here at Texas not take accountability for what is happening on the field. He did that. He said, the first person I look to is the man in the mirror. I cannot call the plays I need to call. Now, guys, again, I've been saying this, us on the channel, Gerald, Brandon, Josh, and I have been saying this since week 2. We've said you can't run plays from under center. You can't run 12 personnel. You can't take deep shots. And he consistently wants to keep doing it, even after he has data of beating a good Oklahoma team, an Oklahoma team that's going to be an 8-4, 9-3 football team, in my opinion. They're a top 25 team in the country, no doubt about it. They're a good football team, and you beat them with a different game plan. But then you go back to the game plan that got you beat in the past weeks or made you look bad versus Kentucky, and you almost lose to the worst team in the SEC. So why? Why is it taking this long? Why did it take that game? We are 7 games into the season. I could have told you, and most of the co-hosts on this channel could have told you, after 2 weeks, this is a possession and control type of offense with a great defense and good special teams. That is how this team wins. A lot of fans have seen that. Steve Sarkisian, finally, it seems like he's starting to see it. I hope so, because if not, guys, I think it's a 7-5, 8-4 team. I think they can go 9-3 if he actually leans into that. I really believe that. But that also may be the worst thing that happens to this program, because it may give him false hope of, hey, I can call plays and still do this, get to the playoffs, win playoff games, stuff like that. He talks about being more efficient. He mentioned that after the game. He mentioned that more today, and that's 100% true. This needs to be a dink and dunk running offense, period. Can you take shots to extend the defense and help you run a little bit more? Absolutely. You want to take 4 shots a game, 1 a quarter. I'm perfectly fine with that. Anything more than that is a waste of time. It's a waste of a down. Do not do it. Also, can we run outside zone? It worked very well versus Oklahoma. We don't even know if it would have worked well versus Kentucky, because you never did it till the second half when they had all the momentum. So please run that more. Run more out of the shotgun and pistol. Abandon the under center. It does not work. Abandon 12 personnel. Your tight ends are not good enough at blocking on run plays, especially in 12 personnel. They are not good at it. Get Arch Manning more out of the pocket. Have more designed quarterback runs. This is how Texas can win football games. But I do like that he took accountability. I do think that's a big thing, because if he didn't, guys, man, this thing could have bottomed out this year. Next up, injury. So C.J. Baxter is back at practice. That is a big deal. I don't think Trey Wisner is the number one running back on a national championship team. That's not what this team is, so it doesn't really matter. But C.J. Baxter is the number one back when he's healthy. He's the most talented back we have, in my opinion. I'm hoping he can come back healthy. But again, if he comes out with another injury, guys, I think you just shut him down the rest of the year. I don't think there's a point of bringing him back if he gets another injury. That would be 3 injuries in a calendar year. A knee and then a hamstring. I'm hoping nothing else really bad happens to him. I'm hoping he can make it through the season with little to no injuries at all. But it is important if we can get him back 100% healthy. Until he's 100% healthy, just keep the man out. Cole Hudson's going to be out. And I knew this as soon as, I don't know if you guys caught this, he was on the sideline in a knee brace and crutches. There's no chance you're playing if you're on a knee brace and crutches the next week. Would not shock me if he's out until probably Georgia. I think it's a big miss. I thought, hey, throw in Connor Robertson. Let's see what could happen. No, Cole Hudson is a better football player than Connor Robertson. I also thought the cohesion started to click in Oklahoma. That is completely thrown out the door now, because now you have to have Nick Brooks and Connor Robertson learn how to communicate better throughout the game, throughout practice. We'll see how that works. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's just put it this way. We have 2 average offensive linemen in Brandon Baker and Trevor Guzman. We have 1 really good offensive lineman, DJ Campbell, and we have 2 really bad offensive linemen with the center position, left guard. Whoever's played those has not been good. We should have hit the portal. It's too late for that. He's asked after the game and today, did he consider benching Arch after the game? And then today he was asked why not. He said he was seeing things. When I kind of agree, like, he just missed throws. And we've seen this with Arch Manning. It has been a complete roller coaster. Some weeks he looks amazing. Some weeks he looks bad. Some weeks he looks average. I don't know what you're going to get at the quarterback position, but you can help him out in the play calling. That was not helped out again at all in this game. We had 6 runs from the running backs at halftime of this game versus a team, I believe, was 85th in rush defense. That is unacceptable game plan from Steve Sarkisian. But again, Arch Manning had 4 throws in the game, in my opinion, that were layups he should have hit. Now, still, that only gets you barely above 50%. So a lot of that, again, was bad play calling, bad timing of play calling. Why are you running a trick play on 3rd and 3? Why? I do not understand that at all. That's a first down play call, because then you have a couple of downs to mess with if it doesn't work. You're really betting on that to work in that situation. Just a dumb play call, in my opinion. But he did not consider benching Arch, and I agree with that. People are calling. We called for Quinn Ewers to be benched last year. We called for Arch Manning to be benched this year. Are we just going to continue to call for the benching of players instead of changing the play caller? Makes no sense to me. But you do what you guys want to do. Throw it in the comments what you think should happen. And then he talked about playing better on the road. This team has not played well on the road this year. That was a calling card of Sark's teams the last 2 years. Did not play well at Florida. Did not play well at Ohio State. Did not play well at Kentucky. We're going through a very hard environment versus a good Mississippi State team. Mississippi State is a much better football team than Kentucky. If we play anywhere near it like we did versus Kentucky, they will beat us. It's going to be annoying. Those cowbells are going to be annoying. The up-tempo offense they run is going to be annoying. Their fans are going to be annoying. It's going to be hard to win this football game. I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. Would not shock me if you lose this football game. We are currently favored by 6.5 points. I don't know. He praised the special teams, Mason Shipley, Jack Bouwmeester, and Ryan Niblett, as he should. Ryan Niblett and Mason Shipley, as well as Jack Bouwmeester, won them this game. If I'm ranking the units, I'm ranking special teams, defense, and then throw the freaking offense in the basement. Special teams is the main reason we won this football game. Mason Shipley made his kicks, 3 of 3, and Ryan Niblett got them in position for those kicks. Big time from him. Big time. Thank God he stuck around. Jack Bouwmeester pinned those guys back. He had Trey Moore in a position where we almost had a safety there, which would have been huge. I don't know if he would have scored on offense, but throw 2 more points up there. And a game like that's a really big deal. The offense has to be better on this team, but I do like the culture of this team. Colin Simmons and Michael Tapp both defended the offense. They said, we're a team. We win as a team. We lose as a team, basically. And I really appreciate that. Listen, you can question Sark on some things. You cannot question this culture. It is miles better than we've had in 15 plus years. You have to give him a lot of credit for that. This team's going to fight. You never have seen this team quit on Steve Sarkisian. They're going to fight. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they win versus Mississippi State and here on out. But again, guys, please hit that like button. Please subscribe down below. And also join us every Monday and Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time with Gerald and myself Mondays, Brandon and Josh Tuesdays. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe down below. And as always, guys, hook 'em.